Hallo, mein Name ist Stefanie
Hello,
Kussmann und ich
my name is
möchte
Stephanie
Ihnen heute
Kussmann, and today I'd like to present the hardware configuration. You already know the individual hardware components. Now let's set up the hardware together in the PAS4000 tool. You can determine yourself the point at which the hardware is configured. It can be done at the start of the project or once the program has been created. Once you have activated the project, you can create a new device by right-clicking on the hardware configuration. You can choose the required performance class of the PSSU head module, for example, multi-header, PLC header, I/O header, a PMI, or PC. You can choose a variety of versions under product type. For example, T stands for an extended temperature range, or R for our railway version. The firmware version influences the functions that are available and must also be selected. The order number for the head module is inserted automatically. If you already know the order number, you can also enter it, and the other configurations will be adapted accordingly. The next step is to assign the device name and IP address of the head module. If you know the serial number at this point, you can enter it here. Press Finish, and the head module will be displayed in our hardware editor. On the right-hand side, we have the palette, containing the various electronic and compact modules. The lower section contains the properties of the selected module. We have the option to add a new module by double-clicking or simply by dragging it. As an example, we'll simply create a few safety-related and non-safety-related modules. For example, digital input modules, a few output modules, and an analog module. Here we can see an exclamation mark over the selected module with the message that the base module is not the correct type. By right-clicking, we can change the type of base module and obtain a different one. The exclamation mark disappears. The more modules we add, the more supply voltage is needed. Here we can see that the periphery supply is in the red area. There is no longer enough supply voltage available. So we'll simply add another supply voltage module, and we're back in the green area. Here in the lower section, we have various tabs. At the moment, we are in the Device Overview. In the Digital FS Inputs tab, we can configure the test pulses for the fail-safe input modules. Here we can configure the on-off tests for the outputs. All modules and their location information are listed under Location Information. If we wish to change the position of an electronic module, then we can do that easily at any time. We can simply move the modules, although with supply voltage modules, we need to be aware that these should be located in certain positions in order to maintain the supply voltage. We can change the properties of the selected module down in the Properties area. For example, we can insert comments and enter an equipment identifier or location descriptions. Once we have finished our hardware configuration, we can save it, close the editor, and continue with our project. Should we wish to change the device's properties or IP address at a later date, we always have the option to display or edit the properties by right-clicking on the device. We can also change the device's basic properties. Here we can change the product type and firmware version. We also have the option to change the IP address manually at a later date. So now you've seen how easy it is to configure the hardware in our tool, and you can continue with your project.